I didn't do the countdown. I just popped on. That's what I did. I just went like, boom. That's the way the energy is. It's just like, boom, let's just get on there, right? We're not. Anyways, welcome everybody. I'll wait till everybody gets on here. I know I'm live. So it says I'm live. It says I'm live on YouTube. So YouTube says I'm live. So hopefully on Twitter or wherever people are getting me now. So grab your coffee, like grab your tea, grab your coffee, come on in and join me as we sit around and let's have a little chit chat today on um just how's everybody feeling? You know? How's everybody feeling? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, yes. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. It's Good Friday. It's Good Friday today for people who practice the Good Friday. You might hear a little bit of weirdness right now because I'm pulling my mic towards me. There you go. Oh, thank you. You know what I did? I just took it out of the bun and let it drop. That's what I did. And this is where my hair goes. No brushing, no combing. No brushing, no combing, just doing the hair. So welcome everybody. Yes, I'm hoping I'm not losing people here on Facebook or on the other. Just checking out. So past 2 days were desperate for headaches, but it's better now. Oh, that's good. Yes, I know the energies. It's been a crazy couple days, and you know, it is about this is our journey, as we're going on this earth walk and how we're sort of, going upon our path and what that path looks like for each of us. And that is really coming into a defining time right now. And Facebook clear. What does that mean when you say Facebook is clear? Because I'm coming to you through StreamYard, so I'm not on Facebook directly. So not too sure what that meant. Am I clear on Facebook? Is it clear going on Facebook? What's going on Facebook? So, I mean, there is a lot of interesting energies that are coming through. I think there's well, it shows that I'm on Facebook here, so I'm just checking everything. Having the kids can be a killer. Even the good kids are a challenge. Hear you. So I'm just on my Facebook here. Oh. What that path looks like? Is it clear going on Facebook? What's going on Facebook? It's a hard challenge. So turned on. Hear you. So I'm just on my. Okay. Yeah. So I just took a look. Turn on live notification. Turn on notification on. So I just turned on a live notification. So I don't know if people were getting notification if I'm on. Oh wow. So there's just so many, changes that are coming in, and the changes are coming in quite rapidly for many of us. And I think sometimes, especially today being Friday, and there is the Mercury is at the last degrees of Pisces, and he is going to be going into Aries in the next couple days. I think on the 3rd. I think that's tomorrow. But he's doing these aspects or these angles, like a sessi square and a semi square, over to Saturn and to Pluto, and making those squares. Hello, welcome. Making those squares is where we really have to, because Saturn's wanting to hold us accountable. That's where it comes in. It's the accountability. It's like you want to go out and you want to do something, but there's still an accountability that needs to happen. And that's what Saturn does. And it can be frustrating because we just want to go out and we want to do it. This is where the fire comes in. Fire signs usually, they are very impulsive. They are like, I'm going to go ahead and do this. This is what I'm going to do. It takes a lot to get them to, okay, let's think about this before you do it. And in doing that can bring in a lot of frustration. So the frustration is there. The motivation is there. The motivation is there to put things together, but maybe it's time to really reevaluate or look at the people you do have around you, the relationships that are there, right? So we do have that moon. That moon is still in Sagittarius, and so is Juno, and Eris is there too. Aries, or I wrote it down. Aries is there too. So there's relationships that are coming in the South Node, but the South Node is what we have done, where we have been, and looking for that familiar. And that's where the South Node comes in. So there could be where we are looking for that familiar. We are looking for that part that feels, oh, this feels right for me. This is right. But even though we have grown beyond it, we have grown from it, and growing from it, this is where we are finding our obstacles, or we're finding the restrictions within our own selves. We are restricting our own selves. So Saturn's coming in and saying, okay, we need to have a chat. I want to bring you expansion. I want to bring you some structure in this new vibration, in this new world that is being formed. And because you can't have one without the other. You can have, it's like when a baby's born and it's beautiful and it's wonderful, you need to have, some kind of, well, not that you're going to get order with a new baby, but you're going to have to, you got to get up, you got to feed, you got to get up, you got to make sure that you as the person who gave birth, the woman who gave birth, has to make sure you're taking care of yourself, right? Not only your breasts, you got to make sure that everything else is fine, and your flow. And if you've had, all the episiotomy and whatever, you have to make sure things are going. There's some restrictions there that are, and restrictions, that are put upon you as a new mom that you weren't maybe ready for, or you sort of knew about, but you just sort of like, oh yeah, my life is not going to change. My life is going to stay the same. We're still going to be able to do what we're going to do. And here you're getting up to feed every 2 to 3 hours, and your life isn't the same. There is a change that's coming in, and it is disruptive, and it is chaotic, and you're tired and you're overwhelmed, but there is joy in there. There's moments when, holding that little one is such a blessing, and the cooing and and the top of their heads always smell good. But there's that energy that comes in right now that is frustrating, that is overwhelming, that is getting us to reform. This is about looking at, and Saturn saying, what restrictions have you put upon yourself that are no longer in your alignment, that no longer work for you? What are those restrictions? What do they look like? What do they feel like? This is getting yourself to really take a note of that, so that you can enjoy that newness, enjoy what is being formed. And it is where, right now there's a lot of mutability. We have Pisces, energies of Pisces coming in. We have Sagittarius coming in, and we have Gemini coming in. So Gemini with Mars in the North Node. So there is a lot of mutability, and mutability means that there's a lot of change, and change can happen like this, right? And with the North Node, it's like, yeah, that looks good, but what about this over here? And oh yeah, that's that. What about, so there's this curiosity, and that for those who are in a fixed sign, for say Sagittarius, Scorpios, or Aquariuses, or even Tauruses or Leos. For a fixed sign, a lot of this mutability is frustrating because you're fixed. You like, well, this is the way we do it. Aren't we doing it this way? Why aren't we doing it this way? Right? So there could be frustrations there. If you're a cardinal sign, because we have the Aries energy coming in, Aries is like, let's go forward. Here comes Cancer. Yes, we are going forward, but I want to make sure that I'm emotionally ready to go forward. I'm emotionally set with what I need to be doing in my life, and I have that support that is going to help me carry this through. And the Libra is like, yes, and now we need to balance it. How are you balancing that energy within your own realm? And sometimes Libras might have an issue with a lot of this too, because I have to balance it. This doesn't look balanced. This isn't fair. This isn't right. So here comes this energy, and we're all in this big, beautiful, earthly pot that we call our earth walk, trying to figure it all out, trying to see what is right and how things are flowing. And right now it's like, I can't make a decision. And we're coming up this weekend on Sunday to the first quarter square. What I love about Easter and what I love about this energy, Easter always, whoa, guys fell off my stand. Too heavy here. What I love about Easter, it always falls after the first new moon of spring. So it's very much a moon celebration. It is that time of rebirthing. It is that time after the new moon. Like, hold on. We're coming up to the new moon. Let me back up. It is always after the first full moon of spring, because we just finished the full moon, right? And then we're going into the new moon. That's how it works. So it comes in after the full moon. And the Pascal is that of the lamb. So we have this lamb, this new birth, and this is lambing season, right? Baby lambs are being born. So we have this new lamb, this new birthing of this newness that's coming in. And Easter is a renewal time. Whether you are Christian or not Christian, it doesn't matter, but it is a renewal time, and having us come into this renewal. And we are coming up to that first quarter square, and that first quarter square on Sunday in Capricorn, we're moving towards a new moon. We're moving towards this energy. So things are coming inside of us, and they're getting tense. They're getting really tense, and we're wanting to get into that new moon so that we can breathe again. We can open up. So the energies are like, yes, it's inward. The waning, it's inward. And we're coming in with all of this energy into us and wondering, how are we going to figure this all out? And we don't have all the answers yet. The answers are still very much in the air. There's still a variant that is happening in around right now. And we're kind of holding the space. We're holding the space, and that's what we're doing, especially today. We're holding the space, and we need to hold that space so that we are able to allow ourselves to be able to get curious and look at different aspects and not get lost in some, because this is, as I said earlier on this week, and this week and with Friday and Saturday can be very fantasy and very falling into that wonderland of fancy. And, that can be very great. So if you are feeling that way, maybe pull out your journal, maybe go out and go for a walk and take some pictures and, snap some pictures out, get into some creativeness, pull out a canvas, do a painting, Get yourself allow yourself to come into some creativity. That's where you're going to find a flow. Now, in saying that, I can feel that it's like, oh my God, but I have to do so many things. I got so much is coming in. And it's like, no, if you let's take this, let's set aside a couple hours today to come into our creativeness, whether that is through cooking, whether that is through cleaning the yard, or looking at putting a garden together, whether that's bringing out some paints and starting to do some painting. What is that creativeness that you want to start putting together? And allowing yourself to put that creativity together for yourself. And that's where you're going to find a flow for you, and you'll be able to work through this energy in a more seamlessly way. A seamlessly way. And that's what we're going for. It's a nice seamlessly way with this energy. So I'm not going to be too long on here today. And tomorrow I will be going down to Blessed Circle. I'll be down on Blessed Circle. And so I will be doing readings. So if anybody wanted to book a reading, if you're here in Calgary, you can go into Blessed Circle yyc.ca and you can book an appointment there with me. And on Sunday, I want to go through and talk about a lot of the energies for the rest of the month, and go through and start looking at the energies for the rest of the month, especially next week, because we're going to be building up to the new moon. And that new moon is going to have 6 planets in there in Aries. So this is like over the next week. So we're going to have this cluster of energy that is moving from, as we look back into January, from January. So we got this Aquarius energy to this Pisces energy to this Aries energy. So there's this movement of this cluster movement of energy moving through. And each stage is awakening us into a forward movement. And there is where we may be finding that patterns are repeating for us. So looking at those patterns that are repeating within our lives, especially today, takes some time. And looking at that frequency for ourselves. And this is where, where last year was a realignment, us realigning. We brought in the energies definitely of Kali last year. And this year we have the energies of Hecate, which is change. She's the crossroads. Which way are you wanting to go? So change comes through. So taking today, Good Friday, and look at what are the old structures in your life, because this is the old versus the new for 2021. What are the old structures in your life? We can see what's breaking down in the world around us. We can see that. There's a lot that's happening outside in the world with politics, with the world economy, with things setting in motion. And there is, quite a few, I can feel it, where the universal wage, yes, that's going to be a definite. I can see that definitely coming in, and it's going to come in sooner than later. And good or bad, I'm not going to play whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but there is, there's positives with it and there's negatives with it. Right down to the different passports that are going to have to be they're going to be that decision's going to be solidified by December on that. And once it is, there's no turning back with that energy. So there is for us to move ahead and look at how we can move ahead, and make sure that you're questioning, getting curious, finding out the truth and the information that you need, and weigh out both sides with whatever you do, right? Play the devil advocate. Allow yourself to play that devil's advocate so that you are able to question right? Question. And that'll help you upon your journey and open up, and so that you are coming in with discernment, which is another big one too. Having discernment with what you are doing. And when you look at that discernment, it's giving you some new choices, So I want you all to have a fabulous Friday. Check out my fairy workshop. It begins on April 8th. And yes, there's payment plans for it. It is a 15-week workshop. And there are books that I recommend for people to get. So if you are interested in doing it, definitely get a hold of me and I'll let you know what the books are. So because we're going to be working with these books through the 15-week journey. We also have the Angel Alchemy class that's coming in. And the Angel Alchemy class begins on the 16th. I have it on a Friday. Might change it to a Wednesday evening. But it's starting on April 16th. So we have it, and that is a 6-week course. So the Angel Alchemy will be going for, might change it because I'm going to be leaving town in May. Change it to April 14th. So we'll start on April 14th and we will go for 6 weeks with that one. And then on April 18th, we have an astrology class that I'll be bringing in. So we have so much, lots of stuff going on. But I want you guys to go out and have a fabulous day. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless you in all that you say and all that you do and all that you be. Very subdued today. But Good Friday does that to me. Good Friday brings in a lot of sort of melancholy energies for me and feelings and stuff and emotions. So have a blessed one. Thank you for being a part of my journey and a part of my world. And may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you. Have a blessed day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.